fantastic debut effort there from number 4, Joseph Barry. He's a Captain L. And who else would I be talking to than Mr. Vaughan Marshall as well? Captain L's and you just seem to go in the same breath.
Oh, well, we've got to join the clan, Grant. Got to join the clan.
First, I could ask you, that nickname that you used to have, Sheriff, where did that come from?
Mr. Bloomberg.
He called you Sheriff. Okay, we're going to change it now. You're now going to be called Captain. Is that okay?
Well, let's go.
Tell us a bit about this fella. Obviously, he was a little bit outpaced early on, but you certainly found a nice finish.
Yeah, Grant, Ken and Jane bought him for me at the national sales this year. He's a brother to us. It's won 2 out of 2 in Durban, so there's a lot of speed there. He was a little behind the others to begin with, but over the last month or so, he's caught up and gone past them. And, he's still not tuned 100%, but he won a good race, and it was a good ride from MJ. And he was very brave in that he had to go through the gap and that. So, I think he can only improve. Hopefully there's a lot more to come. But good luck to Ken and Jane, and thanks very, very much for all your support.
Brilliant stuff. Quickly before you go, any other runners that the guys should be including in the exotics?
Yeah, Grant, we've got Rocket Girl. She must have some sort of a chance, with 54 on her back. And I think Binoche, she's in with a big chance. She's going for 3 in a row, which is always difficult, but she's very talented. And a filly called Fluttering, who's coming back from a long layoff. I think she's with putting in the trifectas.
Great stuff. Hopefully we get to chat to you again. Well done.
Thank you, Grant. Thank you.
Brilliant stuff. MJ, well done to you as well. And chatting to Vaughan, and I said, a little bit outpaced earlier on, but then you had to find a bit of a narrow gap to go through, but he responded really well to your urgings.
Yeah, Grant, as Mr. Marshall said, at home he's shown some very good turn of foot. He's got a beautiful low action, and he turns it on quickly. And I was a little bit concerned. I managed to work Mr. Dry's horse, and he's a very speedy horse, and I thought the 900 might just find us out, but he showed a bit of class, this horse. He's definitely not tuned up, and when I asked him, he was loafing behind Sean, and I just needed to gap the open. Once he did, he did it very professionally, and he's definitely not one of those horses that's just going to be a 900-metre horse. He'll definitely train on.
He was quite brave as well, because he hit the front quite early and then he had a couple of challenges.
Yeah, the green is then, when he was behind, he was very professional. When he hit the front, he got a bit green and changed legs and that, but I'm sure if something came, he would have kicked nicely. So, well done, Mr. and Mrs. Truter. I believe there's a little bonus for this race, so well bought, and I'm sure they would enjoy that bonus. I was told there's a carrot in front of my nose, so there's a little bit extra pressure, but yeah, it's paid off. And to my sponsors, haven't here, the 2 guys at Stallions are doing fantastic. For obviously won the Green Point, and Oratorio had a win in Hong Kong and that, and they're flying, so it's fantastic to be part of them. Thank you.
Top job, well done.
Yes, thank you.
Great to have Ken and Jane on course as well, and they're getting pretty used to winning with Captain L's as well. But Ken, nice horse, and always nice to win first time out.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and I heard you talk to Vaughan about his name, and I think there's not just captain, he's master captain. He's amazing what he's done with Captain L, and this year I think it was the last of the 2-year-olds from Captain L, and so I tried to buy as many as I could. And I think we ended up with 4 or 5, so very happy to have bought so many, and very chuffed to have a winner first time out. Well done to Duncan. He was supposed to be here today, but I don't know why he's not. We'll have to have words with him. It might cost him a Duncan Barry or whatever. But yeah, it was funny, and I think Duncan breeds fantastic horses on that farm of his real quality, and they're very competitive. So thank you, Duncan, and thank you to Vaughan. It's our first runner as a 2-year-old this season, and so it's nice to kick off with a win.
Brilliant stuff, and there's a nice little feature race coming up on Met Day as well. But Jane, must have been very exciting for you, especially when you started to quicken.
Very much so. I always leave Ken and Vaughan and go outside and shouted MJ home. Great ride by MJ, and the horse was magnificently turned out as usual by Vaughan, and very exciting.
You've both got some very nice horses this Cape Summer season, so I'm sure you're looking forward to the next couple of weeks and months.
Well, let's hope so. It's very tough here in the summer, as you know it, and with everybody coming down, it's going to be good racing, and I think it's a hell of a good for Western Cape racing.
But you got a ticket, you've got a chance. Well done, guys.
Thanks very much. Thanks to everyone.
Great stuff. Well done, Ken. Well done, Jane. And obviously, top marks to Vaughan Marshall as well. When you give him a Captain L, well, you almost realise he's going to be in the winner's enclosure pretty soon. But take nothing away from Duncan Barry as well, as Ken alluded to. From a smallish number of mares, he certainly produces a very, very high strike rate indeed.